Are we really recording?
We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6, go.
Button.
You doing one of those clickers?
Hi, FlossTube. It's us, the Bougie Stitchers. I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
We've got words today. And
Great.
we're at FlossTube number 17.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to stop counting because eventually I'm gonna get it wrong.
No, Steph, they're like on 200 and they just some fancy math things. So
She
I'm just
does
saying.
some fancy math thing. It just blows my mind.
Cause math.
Cause math. Cross
We would
stitch.
probably do number 17. Like 3 plus 4 plus 10 is 17. That's pretty easy math.
I don't know how she does it, but
Me
that just
neither.
cracks me up. But if you don't know, we're just talking about Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. So we're regulars for their show. All right, well, welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are we're relatively new stitchers. If you're been with us a while, you know that this can go anywhere and there's a ride to be had. So we're just glad you're here. Moment of gratitude. Do you want to start?
You can start.
So my moment of gratitude is for mentors. And mentors come in all shapes and sizes, all things. You just have to be open to receiving them. So I have two that I am very thankful for. One is General McLean. So she doesn't watch this FlossTube, I'm not worried.
And she's not a FlossTuber.
She's
actually a
FlossTuber.
general.
She is a general
I was
officer.
really confused.
She is retired. She's retired a while ago, but I was her executive officer. And it was funny because I was walking down the hall one day and somebody's like, Casey! And I turned around and I said, sir, do you need General McLean? I'm happy to get her for you. Everybody thought I was her daughter. Her son and I are the same age, but I'm not her daughter. But she's practical. She's down to earth. When I'm frustrated, I called her one time, just mad about some petty little thing, but it was like right back here when you get something stuck in your tooth and you're like, I can't get it out. It just makes you mad. I called her and we talked it out. She didn't have to solve anything for me, but she was helpful in getting my frustration out, understanding, letting me talk it through, providing just like the bumpers on your left and right. And so that was definitely somebody I trusted I could be vulnerable with. And she can, when she gives it to me, when she gives it to me straight, I don't like get all bent out of shape about it. And that's a true mentor. But you have to be open in that relationship. And I think, you have to be a mentor too. You have to give back. I've got a few female officers, I think, that, still call me and we still chat, and I'm not active duty anymore, but I'm still, in their lives, and it's good to catch up with them. But it's a two-way street between a mentor and a mentee. And so I think there's some people on FlossTube too that we look up to and we appreciate. I know when we first got started, Chris from Chris Cross Stitch, he was one that we really enjoyed watching and taking some feedback from and enjoying what he had to offer. Annie from the Proper Stitcher, she's another one that I really think we like to, we don't want to copy her. Like, she's great and she has her own tube and we're our own thing, but we appreciate the left and right that she has provided and the encouragement. Daylene from So Grateful, she's a great one. She's super positive and it's good just to kind of chat back and forth.
Goodies.
I know, right? She makes delicious goodies every time. So I think I'm just thankful for mentors, that there's just relationships that I think we all need in our lives. What are you thankful for?
Well, my mentors as well. My mentors are similar yet different. Like, I'm a So Me Sarah person. I'm a Pumpkin Creek. Now I'm doing
I know,
a Bobby person. And Annie's as well. And of course, Pam and Steph and Fortnite Fabrics with what they do. And But what I went with is the knowledge you get from reading. I'm not always a paperback book, although I do like that feeling, the sensation of turning the page. Yeah. I'm not a Kindle reader yet. But I also do like audiobooks. So when I'm cross-stitching or when I'm sewing, I can just, listen. And although I do like nonfiction, my book club that I'm in with my mom and some other ladies down in Gillette. What?
Oh, we'll pack that. If you provide her a fiction book, She's like, oh, it's fine. You provide her a nonfiction book. I don't care how dry it is and boring it is. She's like, oh, did you read all those facts? These are wonderful.
No. But I mean, but my book club, like I have to, most of them, they pick nonfiction or fiction books. And so, I mean, like we read, we were, even that knowledge of,
you're twittering.
I like the knowledge you get from reading from that book. Like you get, even in a kid's book, you get knowledge from that. So
yeah, and I think what I like about book clubs is you don't know where somebody's schema has been built, and then suddenly you're talking and something pops up. I was in a book club when we were back east, and they were a group of professional ladies, lawyers and whatnot. But I was the only military person in the book club, and I happened to be in the neighborhood, and one of the ladies asked me to join, and a question had come up about why their fathers never talked about being in the war, and they never shared the war stories. And, and I just kind of thought, I never really thought about that being, because most people don't come and share their war stories. And so it was a good, my schema was built here, their schema built here, and to be able to talk about it and openly, I think it links us back to, trust to verify. Reading is important, know your sources, and to talk about it. It goes back to, I think, that mentorship too, to talk about. All right, it got deep quick.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, let's talk about some FFOs, because that's what we're going to do, talk about some cross stitch. All right.
Oh, we're here for cross stitch?
We're here for cross stitch. This is not your motivational deep thought channel. We're cross stitching.
Motivational is not
And
mine.
we're drinking our first cup of coffee. Steve's treating us to extra leaded.
I have to go 90 miles for a great cup of coffee. But
I just have to go to the living room. I like tea, but coffee's good too.
me too.
All right, FFOs.
I have quite a few, and so does Jenny.
I only have 3. A lot of mine, though, are starts, finishes, and fully finishes.
Mine are as well.
Can we start?
Yeah. Oh, that's really cute.
This is Steve's birthday Quaker from RETM. So I think I had mentioned that I'd gone and picked up a lot of things that I was going to Hobby Lobby for. And so this is stained. I did a black on the edge and pine on the front. I have to finish the back. I'm going to do something here. I think I'm just going to put some felt on it because I want to sit it on a stand. And, well, I can't do that if I've got
when Jenny
in the back.
Hold on. When Jenny was showing me this, I really was struggling with this. Like this to me is not March, but when Jenny explained to me like a rainbow, it totally clicked.
Again,
but I was like, what?
But I will tell you. So I have this in my Garon bag. Will you hold this for a second?
I will.
So this was frustrating, and frustrating not in a bad way, but this is an RETM. And we absolutely...
And we love RETM.
We do.
And they have a new one.
A new gobble couple?
Yeah, I saw it on one of those things.
Oh, we gotta check it out. All right, so Sea March, it's just black and green and a pot of gold. And I was like, yeah. Well then...
It looks a little different.
I start kitting it up. And I'm just like a lemming. I'm just pulling all the colors. I'm buying all the colors. I've got, because I have 2, because I'll show you the second one in my, but so that's the colors, and I'm just covering up the chart right there. And I was like, okay, and I'm cutting away, and I'm prepping all my floss, because, I like my little floss drops. Where are you going?
Shut the door.
Oh, yeah, Mom and Steve are out there chit-chatting.
It's not even Jack yet.
And I was like, I don't understand. Then I go to put my first stitch in, and I started from the bottom. Look at me evolving, not starting in the center. And that first, it's blue. And I'm looking, and I'm stitching, and it's a row.
That's false advertising.
It sure is. This is Roy G. Biv, the colors of the rainbow, right? And I'm down here, and I'm like, that was a weird break. That was a weird break. And I don't think I get to about the yellow or the orange before I realize I'm stitching the rainbow. And I don't think it was, because it was an afternoon stitch. Like, they really went really quick. And I flip it over, and I'm like, I don't even understand. So anyways, love it. And I'm going to probably keep this chart and maybe stitch it this way too, just because I'll put it in my St. Patty's Day stuff. And then I'll leave this out for Steve's birthday.
Are you going to do all 4 of them?
I am. And
That's
I've got April's ready. I just have to, I'll show you that in my plans, because it's ready to go. I think I'm going to take it with us when we go on spring break.
Okay.
All right, that's my first finish.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this over here.
My first finish
My plans.
is my Bats and Boos. And I took, from Penny's daughter, Michele, I kind of went with her lead.
Penny's daughter, Cher.
Yep.
Michele.
Yep. And I did the pillow. This is going to be my first Halloween pillow. I don't know. I didn't do the webbing.
Oh, you sure didn't do the webbing.
No.
You did the buttons.
I did the buttons.
I didn't even
instead,
notice that. I love the buttons.
Do you know how hard it is to buy Halloween buttons in Gillette, Wyoming?
Oh, well, that's why you
March.
ordered from Just Another Button Company.
Oh, well, I didn't think of that, but...
So this was a Fat Quarter Shop,
Yep.
free stitch along. We both have stitched it. I have not finished mine, but I might be doing that. I like it.
And I went with the purple, like I switched, like I did purple up here again, and then down here too.
Now remember, she's to stitch this like 4 times.
A lot. And you know what I did? I threw it away. I was like, I was gonna like...
It's a free pattern. If you want
No, not the pattern. I'm sorry.
Oh, you threw the old ones away?
Yeah. I was like, I'm done.
Okay.
And I thought, it's Ada, it's cheap.
That was liberating, right?
Well, I was gonna be like really cheap, and I'm like, I'm gonna take it all out. I'm like, no.
No, it's Ada.
No.
You should have.
Yeah.
You should not have done that.
Okay.
All right, my next one.
Yes.
Oh, this is my St. Patty's Day. You know, we're Irish.
A little bit.
A little bit. More than a little bit. We're mostly bit. But again, this was I got this at Walmart. It's just a little unfinished frame. I stained it. And I only bought 2 jars of stain. I bought
Go closer so they can read that if they want to.
This is Shamrock Wishes and Irish Kisses.
Okay.
And it was, I don't know, it was just a quick stitch. I did it on a Saturday night. It's in my bag that my friend gave me for Christmas, my coworker.
So you cover it up and you just show the whole world what that said, just so you know.
So sad. All right, so this is a Primrose Cottage Stitches. Really just a quick, fun little thing, and it was a lot of fun. And it was mostly green, and it was 3 colors. Oh, I lied. It was 2 colors. But that was a quick stitch, and I wanted it done for St. Patrick's Day because, you know, St. Patrick's Day is here and gone, and come Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, I'm taking it all down, and I'm taking Easter out. But I have a little...
Yeah, a fuzzy or something.
Not a fuzzy, okay. Good to know. Anyways. And I've got a bunch of little Adas that I had cut up. I'm just like, I just want to use it and not feel bad about throwing it away. So.
Okay, now I'll do my... Well, I guess I'll do my March.
So you have bags of stuff.
Well, yeah, because, yeah. So I didn't bring any of the patterns.
That's what we've showed them before. But these are so we've shown these before, but these are these are your fully finishes.
Yes.
And this is your March double?
Yep.
1.
Well, there's 4, but you're gonna have to wait on one of them. But look, guys, that's my little French charm. We might have told you the story that I just learned 2 years ago that my mom has French in her.
My mom too.
Our mom. You're
She's
right.
our mom.
Right.
I was there when she was. I could be questionable because she wasn't there and can't verify, but I was with my mom when Nancy was there, so I know.
And then this one, that actually kind of maybe like.
Isn't that the one that?
This is the one that Becky who is a much better stitcher than I am, just struggled with, and I don't get it because I whipped this up in like a day and a half.
Becky is a new stitcher though. I mean, she's new like us.
Yeah. Well, she's a return stitcher. She stitches.
Becky, I thought Julie was the return stitcher. I thought Becky was a first time.
You keep them straight, and I'll just keep talking.
Okay.
All right. So that's
Ladies,
my March.
if we're wrong,
more,
you can tell us at Quilt Chicks next time, or put it in the text.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have one more. Look at what I did. It's my Winter Cross Stitch Camp 22. I totally changed the colors. It's a free pattern from Sherry from the Colorado Cross Stitcher. She hosts the camp. All my finishes in here and another little project I've got kind of ready, but I just stitched this up. I changed the colors because I'm going with the blue and yellow theme to keep them on this bag, and I'm gonna keep using the bag, but this is always gonna be my camp bag. So I'm excited for when she announces what we're gonna do in the summer so I can get those ready, but this is my camp bag.
I participated in camp. That means I kitted it all up. That's what my participation wide. Yeah, so that's what I did. So then my last one is my April double. And you've seen most of these as well too, but these are now completely finished.
That is super cute.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't hold it up there very long, nor did you sit. So it says live simply. She's got little charms on all of them.
Not all of them. If they don't have a button, they have a charm, but
I think it's super cute. I don't stop. People,
she's like pushing my arms closer and
well,
closer.
people want to see what we do.
And I'm not 100% sold on this one just yet. I think I might put buttons across here. That's where I cut it in half when I was...
Also to take the charm off?
Yeah. Well, I'd probably leave the charm too, but...
That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, that charm is super cute though. Maybe move the charm up here. And then put the buttons down here.
And I know I'm going to redo this one.
Why? Why? It's cute.
Well, remember there was a really long one, and then I kind of like messed with it, and then I came up with this one, and I don't know. I think I don't know.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
And I should have.
And where'd you get the bee scap? Is that just another button company?
Yeah, that comes with it.
Ah.
Well, you bought that one, and what was that? Yeah, that one was a free pattern. Or the free button.
You buy the button, and you get the pattern. Yeah.
So that's all my fully finished.
Ooh, we're 16 minutes in and we're just at fully finishes.
Good job.
I've got a stack. So hang on. I hope not to make you seasick. That is a stack that I'm going to get to hopefully before spring break in 2 weeks. Oops, no.
Hey, did you get your pincushion done?
No, I got all my pincushion stuff right here.
I've got
a couple that I'm not going to share here because I think if they turn out right, I'm going to take them.
But what about our in our exchange?
Oh, that's right here. I'm going to talk about that.
Yeah, I've got personal, not really personal. I have to make Irish car bomb cookies or cupcakes, and I have to get that
pincushion
done today. Yeah, when I get done here. So
today?
Yeah, so I might be burning some midnight oil when I get home.
Why did you get it done today?
Because it's due by Friday, isn't it?
The 31st.
Oh, so okay.
We just gotta do cupcakes today.
Just cupcakes then.
You didn't bring cupcakes up here.
Because I don't have them.
Rude. Okay, moving on. We have some fully finishes. Or no, we've got some finished objects. FOs. We have FOs, people. We got some FOs. All right. Well, I'm going to start.
Do you want me to put them on a board?
You can. My camp stitch is done. And I need an 8x8 frame of some sort. So the thing was, the challenge was one thread or one color thread.
I think they could have saw it.
Anyways, I was wanting more variation, but again, I'm not a.
You go down and back instead of doing one row at a
travel.
time.
I don't do just one stitch at a time. Yeah. But this was by a Wicked Stepmother, so this was really cool. I had a viewer. I don't know. I won't share names again. I think we're supposed to ask before we do that, and I just don't want to get in that thing. But anyway, she asked me where we'd gotten the floss that Nancy's going to show you here in a second, and it was by a Wicked Stepmother. But when I went, Floss Should Never Travel Alone, I found this pattern, and I just love this pattern. It was a PDF. It was, anyways, I just love it. It just means a lot to me because Steve and I traveled so much. And the other floss we have from there is this blue one, and it's blue suede shoes. I just love it. Anyways, if a couple stitches back, you probably would have heard us talk about it. We got to watch a FlossTube together, and it was Niecy Lynn, and she happens to be huge friends of Frankie, and she's the dyer there. So, all right.
My next finish is my Peace and Plentiful.
That was also one of your WIPGOs, right?
Yep.
In February.
Yes.
So we got that pattern from somebody. They sent it to us.
I wanted in a drawing, and I was going to take the time to find out because that is important. I just really didn't, guys. I was very, very busy this week. But yeah, so I think, maybe it's just an 8x8 or maybe a 6x6. I'll have to measure it. Frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that frame
I don't think it needs much.
It doesn't need much.
Because I switched to purple, and I'm not a purple person.
I like that purple. I love it.
So that's one of mine.
Love, love, love it.
Your next one, Jenny?
Oh, what else do I have? Oh, my leprechaun. So I got a lot of done already, but we showed him in the FOs. I did a lot of stitching, but I felt like we haven't seen you in forever, but so I got my little leprechaun done.
He's cute.
And this was not a personal design, but it was the bait and switch I keep telling you about. But I do like it. It is a company out of, oh, I saw it. I found it and then I couldn't.
Made in the Ukraine.
Oh, that's why I thought it's a Ukrainian. That's what it was. And that's why I was like, well, I'm not going to be mad because we are just devastated for the people of Ukraine. And, often in the military we say when, in absence of a leader, one will emerge. And, we always joke, you elect your politicians, but truly their true character comes out in a time of crisis. And I'm just floored and impressed, and not that I want to pick up a weapon and go to war, but I think it's just important that we support the Ukraine right now, and they're in a tough spot. I also had a viewer, she called and we talked about, she didn't call, she sent me some texts, and she was struggling with the white in the gnome she was building, so I just took my extra floss because it comes as a kit, so I don't have the DMC colors, and I sent her the extra floss.
Nice.
So she could stitch it up with her gnomes, because Irishmen have red hair too. So, oh, and I won that bag at the quilt show.
Nice.
It's a little stick it in my stitchy. But that's one of the ones I kitted up and had in my fancy bag. I think we talked about it a couple times. Okay. All right, that's all I got those are my FOs.
And that's all you get to see from mine at this point. But
because you're going to talk about the parade at the WIPGO. Okay, so let's go on to our whips.
Whips, okay.
Whip it good. All right. Let's talk about my Quaker, because Nancy's is where?
In timeout.
You haven't finished ripping out yet?
Oh, no. I ripped out and I put it way in the basement. I was like, yeah.
Not me.
Oh, I'm like, if you're going to be done, Jenny, we're going to be talking.
This puppy is stitching along.
Wow, Jenny.
So, this is huge. It's a Leela Studio.
Let me help you?
Yep. She is big and beautiful, and
pull yours tight. There we go.
I'm at that bottom. And so the way the chart kind of works out, I've got it all taped together. And I won't show you, but because I don't want to show the pattern. But like this is a page, and then so I've got this page done, and now I've just got to go 1, 2, and then I got a little bit of the divide here that I've got to kind of work on. And I try to get one motif done a week.
You get one of these done a week?
I try. It's my Friday stitch, so I work on it on Friday. Friday's usually our movie night. I work on Friday, so I don't get home till 6. So the last time you saw me, I was only through the hap. Oh, and I gotta tell you about a boo-boo I did. It was hilarious. I was just on that happy, and this side of the witch right here is where I was. And so I finished that, and then I stitched this pumpkin in, and I forgot to add the face in. Like, it's charted to have black stitches.
Did you just do it over the top?
I did. I just did one stitch. I just did one strand and just kind of did like a little back stitch. But I put the X's where they were supposed to be. But he's not, and I wasn't gonna do it. But all the pumpkins have faces, and I thought it just looked a little weird that it didn't have a face. But I am loving this village. I did the village last night. Drew and my husband went over to our neighbor. He had a bad day at work, so Steve went over and was chatting with him. And Drew and I watched Castaway. Drew's my youngest.
Number 2.
So we watched Castaway, and then we watched The Da Vinci Code.
I have not seen either one of those movies.
With Tom Hanks?
I know that has a volleyball that he makes into his friend.
Yep.
But that's all I know.
And so, it was fun because we got to kind of talk about things when, we were watching it. I'm like, would you hang yourself if you were on an island? Would you try to escape? Because he spent like 4 years on that island. 4 or 5 years. Anyways, deep thoughts. It's kind of fun to ask your 17-year-old sometimes what he would do. All right, that's mine. What do you got?
All of ours are the same from here on out until we get to WIPGO. So my temperature. So if you want to do your flower and your frog.
Okay. So in my
this is my bag,
fancy bag from my friend Leslie, I keep a stitch. This guy is from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween thing. Zombie frog.
I didn't like him last year, but the more I see him, the more I think I need to stitch him.
So I cut a bunch of these up last August because I was chauffeuring Drew around July and August until he got his driver's license the week before school started. Like, you couldn't get it done sooner, son. Anyways, because I'd go there and sometimes practice would run late, or he'd say, oh, Mom, we got to go do this real quick. And sometimes I'd be like an hour waiting to pick him up. And the school, it's just far enough that I'm like, I don't want to drive home, only to turn around and drive back. Or half the time I drive home and he calls and say, oh, we got done early. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I would just take my water and my cross stitch. And I just sit and cross stitch because it was still pretty cool. But anyways, I'm working on them now. I'm just cutting them up. But I did, this called for Sullivan's, and I don't even know where to buy that at. So I just did my own little conversion.
So like our Joann's doesn't even have the what's the other one, Jenny?
Anchor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nor do they even carry material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends on, but we're really thankful for all of the, I got my glasses on my head. We're really thankful for online shopping too. But anyways, like I said, he's a fun little stitch, and I just started him on, I think, Tuesday at work. A little car stitch. I love him. He makes me happy. My bag makes me happy too, Leslie. What else?
Makes me happy too.
So I did my frog, my flowers. What's my flowers?
You wrote it down. Once again, all on Jenny's handwriting.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, I'll talk about that at WIPGO because it was my WIPGO.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then our temperature charts.
So, okay, yeah, I can chime in on this one.
Oh, you do your gobble couple too. You haven't.
Yeah, but you don't have a gobble couple right now?
I don't.
Jenny.
I know. I haven't had one in like a hot minute.
So, this is my temperatures in February. I'm mid-February. I think I'm like on the 15th or 16th. Yeah, so I'm a little bit behind. I was going to do it.
We use the same company though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you remember what it is? It's
No.
I got it right here.
I didn't bring my pattern up.
Christie's Corner.
Yeah.
She's an Etsy shop.
Mine's going to be a bookshelf if I ever get it done. Jenny's going to be a liquor store.
It's a liquor store. And I, honestly, because of the way my colors are, because we had to add so many more, that she had like 20 threads, and we had to do way more than that because of the way the temperatures are up here. But
this year, it hasn't, Jenny. I mean, like,
we really haven't.
Honestly, like, I have to put a lot of black in mine. I mean, because of where the books are the same, you have to you have to backstitch it black. And I have to do it like 3 or 4 times in mine. Like,
so I will tell you, not to interrupt.
That's right, not interrupt you.
This is what I've cut so far. And I said I wasn't going to cut them until I had to use them. So this is what I've cut. And, oh, by the way, all the winter colors are like the purples and stuff. And this is what I have not cut. So the oranges are...
Those are like the 100s, the 90s.
Those are the, summer colors. These are the ones that I thought I'd be stitching mostly with right now, and we haven't cut them. It's been, we had the cold snap last week, and then now we're in the 50s most of the week. I think there's one day they might call for scattered snow.
Yeah, it's weird. And it's kind of sad, like, because I really thought the colors were going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're not.
They're not. But, I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stitch one next year. I think I'm just going to stitch one every other year.
That's probably a good idea. But I have decided if I ever do this again, I'm going to do the lows. Because the lows are truly
fun.
all over the place.
Yeah,
we're like minus 20, we're 30. I mean, just all over the place.
So I have a mistake in here, of course, because why would I not see it's off-centered. I'm not ripping it out.
What about your 6-foot rule, Jenny? If you put stands, yeah, you're fine.
No, you still see it. Like, it still screams at me. It's like, it's off, but I'm not changing it. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine, right? All right. Well, you got your gobble couple.
I do have my gobble couple. I am really wanting to get one of these done before the season because I really want to finish it.
I think that's why I'm not stitching on them, because I don't have a season and it makes me sad.
Yeah. So I got most of the young lady done. Well, at least her.
Bonnie?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Bonnie?
Isn't it Bonnie?
Yeah, Bonnie and Peter.
Let me see that so I can switch it around.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. And remember I messed up on the purple. So this is not supposed to be purple. This is actually supposed to be, I believe, pink. But I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah. Well, Emma loves purple.
Yeah, Emma loves purple. I sure the heck don't. Lilacs are okay, but...
So this is RETM. She's the lady who we started with so we absolutely love the gobble couples. I've got to get stitching. I have one that I'm about to FFL, so that my President's Day, I wanted to have it done in February. A couple weeks off.
Well, what I want to do with mine is I have that board, right? And I just want to be able to switch them out, so...
Yeah. Well, I did the Halloween one when I kitted it up and I put it on. Anyways, the Halloween one's not going to get switched out. It's just on. I just use backer board. It's fine.
Okay, those are our whips, right?
Those are our whips.
Okay.
Holy goodness.
Now WIPGO.
WIPGO. So I think we covered February, right? We were both done last time. All right. So I've got my WIPGO. My WIPGO was easy. Mine was easy. I had only 4 days on each, but I've only done one of them. So I think our very first FlossTube, I said, oh, I'm working on this. It's a Lori Holt pattern. It's Flea Market Flowers. I thought I saw something on Lori Holt that she just popped this up again, like catching up or something like this. But
yep,
very bright, very... I'm not a teal person. So I did my own color conversion.
And Jenny did say she's willing to share that.
I am. But I just wanted wintry fall colors. So when I left off, this was not done. And one of these flowers were not done. And then I did all this stuff right here. Can I let Jack? Yes, you can let the dog in. He's 5 months now. Okay. He's a little more behaved.
He's huge. We're not lifting him up.
He is kind of getting... He's going to... The vet thinks he's going to be close to 100 pounds. He's a lap. It's fine.
I think Tika and Ruger are that.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the time I get here... Hey, Jack.
Anyways, it was a fun little stitch. We're watching Deadwood right now. And I was stitching on that. And it was fun. It was fun. But these are the colors I decided to pick. Ooh. Exposing the world.
Yeah. Hope you better take this around.
Oh. That's what I decided.
Now,
Hello, Jack. Hello, my little Jacobite. He's definitely, my husband says he's on his favorite person. He's always with me when I'm home. And he sleeps on my slippers when I'm not. So, all right, that's my WIPGO. That's my first WIPGO.
Okay. My first WIPGO, you're gonna get in trouble for jumping.
Come here, buddy.
Is this is what I did, and he's a start and a finish. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him.
You wanna get out?
4th of July something, I suppose.
Yeah, you should put him in a little pillow.
And then he has these buttons come with it. That was my first one. Did you do both of yours, Jenny?
No, because the other one is, I've got it. I haven't started it because I got to show my fabric. So I had this ready for Christmas, but I didn't have the material picked out. I didn't have fabric picked out. So it's just like 4 days. So it's going to be a start. I'm really going to try to, because I have all the variegated floss. I'm going to try to do 1 stitch at a time. That's my goal. So it'll be new. I'll have to learn it. But the variegation in here, I think it's... So I was at, I went to Vernetta's out at Crazy Woman Mercantile. And she and I spent some time together. She's great. If you go out there, she's like, how can I help? Right? And she'll just spend time with you. Anyways, I just wanted, I did some conversions. I think the thread was thread that I just didn't want to deal with because it's one of Teresa's earlier, I think, stitches. And so when she was using all the different floss, it was too much for me. But anyways, there it is. The variegation in some of these are really nice, so I'm really gonna try.
Well, they usually say what year they come out.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get all into that. Come here, buddy.
He wants out now. He wanted in, and now he wants out.
One in, one out. I went in, one out. Anyways,
she usually puts the year.
Did you see the books that she?
Jenny, okay, so we'll talk a little bit of diversion. I was going to be really good and I wasn't going to get anything from Market.
I didn't.
I'm like, I didn't get anything, but when I saw her book, other, REI, not REI, help me, the Gobble Couple.
RETM.
Yep, and when I saw that, I'm like, nobody told me that.
Yeah, I've been watching all week all the people who went to Market and all the things they did, and I was just like, oh. But I watched Teresa's FlossTube, and I really want one of her books. But I'm saving. And then I'm gonna either buy from Bobby, or I'm gonna buy from Keepsakes, or I'm gonna buy from Colorado Cross Stitcher, because those are kind of my go-tos. Okay, we either have to let Jack out.
You want it in, buddy.
You want it in. Anyways. While Nancy's letting the dog out because he's closest to her right now, I will talk about what I've been doing, and I'm going to use one of these two fabrics.
No, you want it out.
Just leave the door cracked so he can do what he wants to do. And then he doesn't feel like he can... He's a baby. He's indecisive.
How much did you get there? A yard? Half a yard?
I don't know, whatever. Jackson, enough. Anyways, I dyed this fabric. It's even weave. It's a 28 count. I got it in white. No, do not buy. Who said buy that?
Up here. Yeah.
There's some variegation in here. Not a ton, but I just really love it. I love it. Anyways, I did nothing different between the two of these. I mean, I must have done something different. They're two different colors.
Are they different? Or one like 14?
No, it's 28 count. It's even weave. So this is the first one I did, and I really liked some of the spots I got in it.
Okay, here's my little bit of knowledge. That's a company right there that does the orange. Is it?
It's just even weave from Hobby Lobby.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but this is the same thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There is 28 count even weave from Hobby Lobby, white. That end. That's what it is.
Did you use different tees?
I might have. I don't think I did, but I may have. Anyways, it's a coffee tea mix. It's a sludge. I just let it sit for, I think I let this one sit a little longer too. Anyways, I'm gonna use some of this fabric to kit up for my Santa and a couple other projects. And I've got a plan.
My last WIPGO is called House 13. And I thought this was going to be a super easy stitch. Not so much.
Not so much because it's got a lot of back stitch.
Well, almost all back stitch, but some of it's like one thread, and some of it's 2 threads, and then you have to like count like 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure you're on, because some of them go over like 3, some of them.
Ask Nancy how counting goes and counted cross stitch.
Oh, yeah, it's optional. But this is where I'm at. Well, that's right on the fold. I don't know if you guys can see that. Better? What do they see, Jenny?
I think it's good.
And I really do. I am going to hope that I can get this done.
This fabric is amazing.
It is.
It's a Picture This Plus.
Yep, I got it for Bobby too.
What is your Gobble Couple? Oh, not your Gobble Couple. What is your Quaker done on? The called for?
This.
Murky?
Yep.
Is that Murky?
No, this is what Haunted. It is.
But it's Picture This Plus.
Yeah.
So somebody asked what Nancy's was, and it was the called for Picture This Plus Murky.
And
I just wanted to make sure.
Is my WIPGO board. I have to reward myself with little stickers. You ever find those odd things? That was from McKenna's senior board. I'm like, what the heck am I going to do with it? Reward myself with little stickers.
Stickers. Very nice. All right.
So that's WIPGO.
Plans.
I don't have any plans. Why do you have to put that on there?
Because people want to know what you're going to do. Maybe they want to stitch along with you. It's not about us, people. It's about our friends. It's about our friends. We have plans. We're going to do oh, he's got his bone. Here. Close the door. Close the door.
We have a puppy.
We have a puppy. He usually just sleeps, and then he gets 20 minutes of energy, and it's like crazy. And he sleeps, and then it's 20 minutes. Anyways, it's a puppy. So we are working with Tracy Tricycle. Jody.
We haven't said that we were going to put that out there.
Oh, okay. I'm apparently ahead of myself. Anyways, we have this pattern. We're looking at it. We've got some friends that we're going to stitch it with.
That could be our plans. Eventually we'll get there.
Eventually we'll get there. I got plans though. I got a whole stack of plans here.
This is Jenny's segment. I'll let you have it, Jenny.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Don't be a twit. I have plans. We are going on spring break, and I like to be able to take easy things with me when I don't have to count too hard. So Dan, my number 1's birthday is April 18th. So this is his. I think this one, lots of colors on the back. I think it's
but there's like, it's totally different because there's probably like half the colors of that one.
Half the colors, but
so no surprising color changes.
I don't think so. I think this one's probably very true. But I have this, I don't even know where I got this from, but it's got, you can't really see, but it's got some blue variegation.
Well, that's just 14 count.
Yeah, it's just some piece of 14 count that I had shoved in my tub of fabric right there. And so I'm just try to get some of it used up. But the colors are pretty Eastery. So that's what I got planned. I'm gonna start that one. Really, Nancy? You got nothing? Oh, so I have got, see this little list right here? Mm-hmm. That is a list of things I have to get done. Part of it is my smalls stitch. Pincushion type smalls for everybody. Everybody gets a pincushion these days, but we're in a pincushion exchange.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. I had told you I had lots of things that I was gonna stitch, but I was gonna maybe think about this one. Cute. I was gonna think about this one, and these are all things I want to stitch. But I've got a fall pincushion exchange that Stacy Clark from Stacy Stitches has got we were organized. We're back in her small. And so I'm trying to decide between these two to stitch for my person. Does your person like Halloween, obviously? She said either. So what I really liked about this one is you could say, do you want Halloween or do you want fall? What kind of full finish do you want? And most of us said we didn't care. Yeah. Some people were specific, and I appreciate people who know what they want. But I really love the creativity that I just get from learning and seeing what people do. Here you go. Yeah, like to me, it just makes it fun. So those were two that I'm not going to stitch for StitchCon. I have this one that I stitched already. So this is a contender for one I might do. It depends on timing. I also have a pincushion that I have to do for Quilt Chicks in next month, and the pincushion that I have to do for the lady who, for Heather, in our pincushion exchange. And that's what this mess of fabric is. Are you just going with a scrappy one, or what are you? I'm going to do a herringbone. Oh, herringbone, okay. I say you should do a log cabin out of that, like the one. Oh yeah, that would be pretty too. But I've got these pincushion books that I bought for my plans, and I've been studying them. So like this one, on the cover of this one, that one might be fun to do too for her. And then I've never done felt or wool, so I got some ideas. I just have to find the right person, because you know they in that one too, they kind of say, what are your colors? What do you like? And I think we were pretty vague. Mm-hmm. I just said no pastels. I just said pretty neutral with a splash color, because I do like color. Yeah. But I mean, really, I like almost every color. You should see this stack of, when we get done, we'll take a picture of the before and after. It is crazy. So I've got some work to get done, and those are all kind of, I don't want to say kitted up, because they're not necessarily kitted up, but. Okay, can I re-engage now? Yeah. Okay. Right. She said she didn't have any plans. So she took herself out of the equation. I did. All right, what do you got? Oh, I don't have any plans. I thought we were moving on. Oh, sorry. My bad. I thought maybe you had something you wanted to add to plans. No. All right, nope. Go ahead. Are we moving on? We can move on. Anything for you, sister. Thank you. Just so you know, Nancy's medication, when we go to StitchCon, will not be in her body. This could be fun, ladies and gentlemen, at StitchCon. I'm just saying. Just pre-warning. We're just warning you. It's absolutely no filter, and yeah, it's not always pretty. It's beautiful. Oh! No! I always worry about, like, ooh. So our mom does that too, like, oh! Like,
What?
Pay attention, people. My glasses, they make me giggle. I don't know why I left them on my head. Only to say that I went to find them the other day and I couldn't.
Because they're on top of your head?
They're on top of my head. So Kathy, this is what I want. So Kathy from Hands On Design, her stitching face, you know, she had the resting beach, excuse me, face, and she's got a resting stitch face, and the lady's got like 14 pairs of glasses on. I love it.
That's cute.
So they're my glasses. In case anyone needs a set of glasses, I've got like 7 of these, like tucked around the house. All right. Giveaway. We are talking a couple things. One, the lady who...
Sometimes I have no idea where Jeannie's going.
I know. She's got to catch up. She throws me some zingers, so we're just going to say that she just has to catch up. But I think I have a way to get your package to you, our Australian friend who I owe a package to. The post office told me to keep checking back, and so I'm going to do that. But I also have a friend who lives down the street here. Her nephew lives in Australia, and he's here visiting. So I will meet him on Friday, and I'm going to ask him to take my package and mail it for me.
Jenny, do you know Australia's a really big continent?
Yeah, but they can mail within... They can't take mail from us, but they can get mail
Don't say you have to do that...
He's going to have it, and he can mail it for me.
No. I've never been outside the country, but when you have to, like, claim what you're going to pass out...
No, because he's going to take it back in a suitcase and put it in their mail. If your mail doesn't open up, I mean, it's a project bag. He can claim $20 and I'll pay him if I need to, but whatever.
Okay.
I think it'll work out. I think my friend said that he said he'd do it for us.
Nice.
Anyways, and then I've got 3 people. One, I've contacted you all. I've commented on your comments about the magazine, the chart, and the book. So one of you are repeat offenders. So I have your address. I just want to confirm that it is you. So you'll just need to tell me yes. But anyways, the other thing we're going to do is we're not going to give another giveaway away until we get to 3,000 subscribers, because we've got some amazing giveaways planned. So they're being built. All right, haul.
You just took the surprise right out of that.
Well, surprised that we got an amazing things being built.
Let's talk about haul.
I don't understand. No, you go back and unpack that.
We're going to talk about haul.
I'm going to punch her in the face.
Will you show your pretty material, Jenny?
I will.
This is by Rebel Stitcher. This has got to be cutie.
We're all in the club.
Yes, we are.
But no, this amazing thing.
The next time you are at my house, I actually have a whole Rebel Stitcher collage. It's really sad, but
guess what we are proud owners of? Jody fabric.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I got one up on you, Jenny. I finished mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I love
But
it.
this was in my double. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, I was so honored. Like, I was talking to Rebel Stitcher, Colleen, and she's like, hey, can I post this on my thing? So I go from, like, really here to, oh my goodness, and anxiety. Like, how am I going to finish it? What if it's wrong? You know, all those things.
We spent like an hour on the phone.
Yes. And the idea was good that Jenny and I had, but it was a little bit too much.
No, well, let's just talk about the design process. So she has got this great fabric. Get your phone out. Do you have your phone with you?
No.
Oh, here, grab my iPad. It'll be on my iPad. And we were, I think we have pictures.
I sent you like 30.
Yeah. And then we just said, forget it, FaceTime. But, you know, you pull all your fabric colors out, and then you lay things out on top of it, right? And then you decide. And this one fabric, I just loved it. I loved it. Oh, there it is. Where'd I go? Oopsie. Technology, still, I'm trying, people. See all. Oh, here. Look at this outside fabric. I just love that fabric.
I love it, but I think it takes away. Like, I didn't know where my eye went. Yeah.
See, and then when we walked it back, we just wanted him to be the focus.
Yes.
So she didn't.
And then I added his name down here, and there was an afterthought, so I could not put Patrick. And then my mom, although she's a little bit of French, and you can't really see it, but it's Obi, O-B-E-A, and so it's right there. just kind of as a, on a rainbow.
I thought that was pretty clever. Anyways, that's what we started with. Well, we didn't start with it, but we came to that, and then we totally went a different direction. I say we because she had the ideas, and we were just walking it through, and we were like, oh, I love that. I was like, no, make that work, make that work. And we just, when she came up with that, it was like, perfect. And you were even going to try to do cornerstones.
Yes. With
that material, but it's the perfect finish, I think. So I've got mine. I don't know if I'll get it started today, but that's...
And I kind of want, probably financially, quarterly is probably better, but now I kind of want it monthly. No pressures. This.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
I know.
We're probably best where we're at.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Our floss frenzy, I don't know where mine is.
Well, I'm doing better on my haul this month. Trying to stay...
Maybe I didn't put it in here. I don't know where it is.
So this is our... I didn't get mine out because Jenny that normally gets hers.
Maybe I took it out already.
These are, once again, not my colors.
I think that would be a good skin tone color, though.
I actually got all of the almond M&M skin tones.
Oh, because she
has like a package kind of like ranging. Yeah, so this is what we have.
I think representation is important, and I'm glad that people are thinking of like changing your hair color if you're stitching something that looks like you. Like I'm going to get that resting stitch face, and I'm going to make the hair my hair color, which is like my husband sleeps with me every night, sees me every day, says to me, "You've really got a white streak." Yeah.
But we talked about this morning. I went and got my hair cut last Friday. My hair is like, I don't do my hair very often, so when my hair is done, you probably know somebody professionally did it. And I got it early. Get home and David's like, Nancy, don't you have a haircut at 2 o'clock? I'm like, I've already been. And he must have not really been paying attention because he's like, no, Nancy, it's at 2. You're going to be late. I'm like, I have already been. Like when I say it's all curled, it's all like all one length.
In all fairness, her husband was trying to help her out because Nancy's medicine.
No, it has nothing to do with my medicine. I was on time. He was not paying attention.
She doesn't. She does lots.
We're moving on.
She does.
This is color and cotton.
She does lots of writing down to keep her appointment straight.
Yeah. So this is color and cotton. And I actually kind of like these colors as well.
Oh, those are nice spring colors.
Yeah.
So you're in the monthly color and cotton club.
Yes, I am. That's March's. I'm in both bright and all colors.
I've got my Bestitch Me 28 count. It's very peachy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it.
That Fortnite fabric. And I'm in the... Oh, I even brought the
You brought the list this time. Good job.
Yeah. The romantic or something like that. And I'm not a romantic person. And you can't even see it. One's kind of a bluer.
Oh, hang on. Let's see what we can do. Oh, well, the one's called Winter Forest.
I am in the Hopelessly Romantic club.
And then one is Moccasin. I like Moccasin. It's a good variation. I don't know.
Ooh, maybe the... Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, keep going.
All right, that's all I got. I got some mail.
I still have a few more things. This is my...
Just in the Button Company?
No, they are Jennifer Clement.
Yep.
And these are supposed to be done on wool. I don't know where the heck I'm going to get wool here in Wyoming. I mean, it sounds really silly, but none of our stores. But Jenny has some scraps from...
Well,
where'd you get those from?
I just got them from Ace Hardware.
Yeah.
This is needle felting. It's just dimensions.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know where to get them. I was out at
I don't know. I got all kinds of colors because
I was out at Crazy Woman on Friday, and I thought this would be a great little get-away.
Oh, why are we giving it away? I want to stitch
Or
it.
or Jenny can stitch it, and then we'll give it away.
I mean, every squirrel needs a nut, right?
I think that was supposed to be funny, wasn't it?
Shut up! I have to explain it. It's not funny.
Well, I was trying to pick it up, but
What, you weren't putting it down?
Yeah. And these are, since we're still on mine, these are the ones I just dyed.
It's nice just blue.
Yeah.
Hold still.
There's...
I like the variegation in that one.
And then one more. This is actually just a tea dye. And I use a Christmas tea. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but it's a pink.
It's got a pinky red to it. I like it. But it's like a... Oh, that's better.
I don't think you're going to be able to see it.
Hang on. Well, because you're making us all seasick.
Well, that worked, Jenny.
Shush. I swear to God. I don't know that we're going to be able to see it really well. Anyway.
So it's just a really light pinkish brownish
it's pretty
color, but yeah. Okay.
All right. So we got 2 pieces of mail. We love mail.
That's not a bill, yes.
It's not a bill. So this is from Teresa. So Teresa was in that round robin with me. And she sent Nancy and I bookmarks.
Ooh. Does it matter?
I don't think so.
Oh, these are neat. These are one of those paperclip ones. Thank you so much.
Bind my word for a sign upon your heart.
That's really cute. Says it's really cute. Same thing. Oh yes, because it's a Bible verse. Yes. I should have picked up on that.
I was like, maybe she's not picking up what I'm putting down. Anyways,
that's really cute.
I treasure these things, so thank you, Teresa. She is an amazing crafter. Like, I became Facebook friends with her, and she posts a lot of her stuff, and I just think it's very inspirational. So thank you so much. And my friend.
Holy flippin'.
I know. So don't show any of the addresses.
Here, give it to me.
No, we'll show the card. So this is a card made from a Ukraine person. She was really sweet.
So the
envelope is colored
just about as colored as colored.
As colorful.
Yeah.
There. That's the envelope.
This is the envelope back here.
And the card. So it meant a lot to me. So the lady who sent this to me was the lady who also had my name for my first pincushion exchange. And I'm really enjoying getting to know her. And I've emailed her a couple times, asked her questions on things, because she sent needle minders and she told me how she did it. So she bought the pins and then took the backs off and made them. But she sent me this super sweet letter. She hand typed it because she doesn't like her handwriting. But her stitching is great. And anyways, I asked her where she'd gotten a pattern from. And this is from Lindy Stitches, Shiny Things. And I just loved it. Like, it made me happy. And so she said she'd share the pattern. No, it's not, it's called Raven's Needle Book. And I think it was limited release or special release. Anyways, I'm going to stitch it up and then we'll see what goes from there.
Nice.
But
for her not liking her handwriting, if that's her handwriting,
well,
it's way nicer than mine.
Super nice handwriting. I didn't know what she meant, but she was worried I would be insulted that she typed her letters. No, because it's an exchange of words and I don't care how they come. I will read them either way. But she got the card from her neighbor who's from the Ukraine.
Nice.
And so she was helping to raise funds for her family. So I thought it was great. And I love the card. Super, super love the card. All right. Put that there. Oh, that's the haul we need to talk about. That's what we didn't talk about.
Oh.
So we had talked about a stitchy thing. So I've got a Stacy Nash primitive that I was thinking of kitting up to do my my smalls exchange for StitchCon.
We have a lot of smalls coming up. Like,
I know. Well, that's why I have this list over here.
Okay.
All right. BFF.
Go ahead. We went local.
We did go local.
Not real local.
Not real local.
But in Wyoming,
Colorado's Montana, local. Idaho, South Dakota. Yeah. We consider those all local. And for the most part, they do, they let our kids come into the schools for free, right? Like, not for free.
No, they have the
in-state tuition.
Yeah.
I said the wrong word. It was not that. But not out of state. It's not
in-state, they get yeah.
I don't remember what, it's a word.
Isn't it the Wonderlick? Or no?
No. I don't know.
The whammy. It's all the states anyways.
Colorado doesn't usually participate, but Montana, South Dakota, and Wyoming, you can interchange and go for in-state tuition.
South Dakota does, or Colorado does.
Not where Drew wants to go. They don't. We looked into it.
Okay, so anyway,
we'll see where Drew is up at college. Like, we have a year to figure that out. But so Curly Girl Crafter, her name is Bonnie. She has an Etsy store. Anyways, her latest.
She loves red scissors.
We have been watching her for a hot minute, but this week's FlossTube, She's like, oh, I was in Rapid City. I was like, Rapid City?
She went to Newcastle.
And then she went through Newcastle.
And Newcastle has one of our favorite stores, the Strawberry Patch.
The Strawberry Patch is one of our favorite quilting stores. So anyways, we were like, oh, we have to pick her just because, I don't know, it's like 7 links to Kevin Bacon or whatever. But I was like, we are going to pick her this time. I say we both came up. We've been, like I said, talking about it.
But I have a question for you.
For me or for Bonnie?
For Bonnie.
Oh.
You don't
even know if Bonnie watches this.
Well, we're going to find out. She has a stack of, no, not those ones. They're bigger than those.
Well, it's okay. This is a sample.
Yeah. Of these, right in her back. I want to know if they're all full. I don't know why, but I really do want to know if they're all
Nancy's
full.
worried about your organization, Bonnie. Like, we need to know what's in there.
I'm just being nosy. That's what I'm doing.
She's working on a bunch of pin cushions, too. And she put them up on her Etsy store.
Oh, yeah. She took all those little, did you see the turkey one?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that turkey one. Anyways, so I feel like we're kindred spirits. She's a little more primitive, I think, than we are, but she quilts, pin cushions.
Has a dog.
The
white dog that gets a treat.
Apollo. Anyways, Bonnie, you're our BFF for the week. If you haven't had a chance to pop over to Curly Girl Crafter,
don't forget that part.
Yeah, in Colorado, pop over and see her. She's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Quilt Chicks, number 6 challenge. Done. It's done.
She won't let us show it.
I'm going to put the pictures at the end because it's a quilt. So I'll just put the pictures at the end. I did it. I finished it last Monday. All right. And our number 4 challenge, which is what for you?
It's one of those row by rows that Jenny picked me up in Arkansas, except for I have to learn because I need to make a drape or a curtain, and you have to take this, and they even tell you how to do it. You have to pull like a certain thread out to make the gathering part, and yeah. I have to do that.
It seems a little bit. This one I want to just share. So this is one that Nancy and I, when she's like, you need to get back into quilting. I was like, oh, sure. What was I thinking? But it was good because it was about the time COVID hit. And so we did a row by row. And what that means is I would stitch something and send it to her and she'd stitch it and send it to me. And so we each, she would get my quilt and then I would get her quilt. And then we'd do something to it and we'd send it back. And so this is our quilt that I'm going to...
Are we going to stand up?
I don't know.
We are. Because it's pretty big.
Anyways, I'm going to add some borders on it just to frame it. But, it was whatever people, So
Jenny started here.
Right.
And then I did this row. And then I had the same thing at my house. And then Jenny did this row.
Yeah.
And then I
added this border on to kind of to break it up and frame it. And then we started to build on the outsides. Yeah. And so you can tell when Nancy has a lot more fabric than I did at the time. And I was having a hard time getting fabric. And so I'm just going to add some borders on it. But I have to have this thing finished, bound, quilted, and bound by, I guess, 2 months from now. It'll be fine. I can get it done. It'll be fine.
I keep mine little.
It'll be fine.
I don't do these monstrosities like Jenny does, but yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, these are the things that I have in these boxes, and I told myself I wasn't going to start any more quilts until I had empty boxes.
And that's what I'm doing, the same thing. Like those, I have like a whole drawer full of those row by rows.
Until, you find out that you need to do a baby quilt. And so...
She's using grunge.
I am. So this is a free pattern from the Fat Quarter Shop. We have baby girl. And I took a jelly roll that I already owned, and I was going to do something completely different, and then this just kind of spoke to me. So I ran over to Jackie's at the Quilter's Fix. I got some grunge.
Ooh, she has grunge.
Yes.
Nice.
So
grunge is like my go-to because it just kind of pulls out all the colors.
It pulls out all the colors. It does, it's not like formal. It's not in your face. Yeah. So I really like to use grunge too. And that's just the way the fabric's pulled together, and it's made in Japan. Right?
Yeah, because it was on a boat for the longest time.
Yeah. So, and the Strawberry Patch over in Newcastle has I think every color of grunge. Every color of grunge. We love her for it. So if you need something, call her. All right.
Okay. Do you want your gift now or after a wheel?
I got something for you, so I guess we could do it now. Oh, I forgot this piece of haul real quick. We love to stop in local stores, antique stores. Look what I got.
Oh, wow.
It was made in London. Made in England, I guess. I mean, how awesome is this? I've never used a table stamp, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Gather Inn SAL, now that I've redyed the material, or I've dyed the material and I'm going to restart it. I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to try to do one stitch at a time.
You know what? Actually, that would be a really, maybe an expensive thing, but that would be a really way to display.
Well, I mean, so I don't know what these cost normally, but this was $28. And I say that with tongue in cheek, but I mean, I was in an antique store. I don't know. She had a little sewing area, and I could have bought a lot there, but I just bought this.
That is really cool.
I love it. Anyways, I forgot to. All right. So before we do the wheel, before we kind of sign off.
Oh, no, I feel bad.
For what?
I don't know.
Ooh, where did you get this?
Well, one of my young ladies did that for me, and then I made that, of course. But I kind of took Gammy. She's from Michigan.
No, that's not Gammy Treasures.
Nope.
She's from...
Nope. But it's Grammy something. Oh, I was gonna even have it. I have it most of the days.
Oh
but I kind of ran with her idea.
Look at this. It says Bougie Stitchers, ladies and gentlemen.
But the only thing I don't like is the sheep is upside down. Like,
that's our life.
I know, but...
Oh, so what have you had one of your...
Yeah, it's always on the 7th.
So you've had it?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Good.
She's not helpful, Athena. What'd you guys talk about?
Well, they always do a, like, they take a book, like they did the book number 2, and then they kind of have like a trivia thing, and I always just shout it out. My friend Amy is now involved, and so she can stitch along. And
oh, Amy's... Yeah. If you're a Hogwarts person and you're going to stitch Harry Potter, Athena, she has a, what is it, a Zoom meeting you guys can all jump on.
Yep.
Just contact her.
Thank you, Jenny.
So I thought maybe you could have some hot tea in your cup. All right, let's do our Wheel of Doom. We added some questions. I know you guys are all very excited about that. But these are good questions. Some of them are deep. My mom, this is Mom's. She's like, do people need to know this? I'm like, people know.
They know.
Are you a cat or a dog person?
Dog. We've had some cool cats, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not totally
like
anti-cat. We have like allergies galore.
Yes.
Your husband, my husband,
yeah,
my second daughter. I mean, it's horrible.
They can't have cats.
Yeah.
I think I would have a cat. Like, I don't have anything against them. In fact, we grew up with cats. I think that was Mom's way of letting us have a pet. It wasn't too much work. You got to change the litter box, feed them, go to the vet a couple times a year. Our cats were indoor cats. But Steve is horribly allergic to cats. Cats are cool, but dogs are acceptable in our family because my oldest really wants a cat.
I thought he wanted a Frenchie.
He does, but he wants a cat. But I told him when his dad died. Like, when Dad and I are dead, you can have a cat because, you know, we're not, that Steve won't have to worry about being over at his house. My mother-in-law, this was great. So I don't know if my mother-in-law watches or not, but she got a cat. Both of her sons allergic to cats. And we were like, well,
maybe that's telling you something.
Well, that's what I said. But then she was all miffed that we weren't staying at the house. And I'm like, because Steven turns into this big oozing pus ball of gross. Like, who wants that? And, you know, no amount of Benadryl will save it. And no amount of shots, like, stops it. It's horrible, his reaction to cats. So, anyways, not a cat person. Only because I'm going to hide that slice. All right.
Okay.
That's what we got. Oh, I don't know what we're going to film next.
Oh, yeah.
So if we do a short week and next weekend looks open, I might sneak down to Gillette and we could do a little film. Maybe do lunch. Maybe go out to Vernetta's.
We should have done it this weekend because she's even open today because she has 20% off sale.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't think about that. Well, if not, we will not film until the 2nd of April because I am going on spring break with
the whole family.
Yeah, so
minus her sister.
Yes.
And her mom.
Yes. But we're gonna, if the spring breaks happened to align just because Dan's school started late because of COVID, So they were scheduled to go back. He went back, but the rest, like, so he was back like 2 weeks early, almost 4 weeks early. He had to go back for swimming. And they had all the stuff planned, and then COVID kind of struck hard in Virginia, and the campus, for whatever reason, started 2 weeks late, which now they have adjusted everything, so it adjusted a spring break on top of ours. So he's going to meet us. We're going to go down to Florida.
So he doesn't get out, does he get out in May or then June?
May.
Oh.
Yeah, they still get out, but it's like more towards the middle of May. So we've got a lot of traveling coming up. We got to figure out our calendars, because we've got Quilt Chicks in April, and I'm going back east to move Dan out of his dorm. That's just my OCD mom and me. I'm sure he could do it himself, but I'm pretty sure I don't think we want rotting food in a container.
Give him more credit, Jenny.
I don't know. There are days. I don't know if he'd ever get it done. He's so scatterbrained, and I just want to know his stuff's in a storage locker, and he's set.
But no chicken in the storage locker?
Oh, God, I hope not. Why do we have a chicken in a storage locker? Is there a story behind that? I don't know.
Probably my work, yeah.
Oh, there you go. And then June we go to StitchCon. July is the quilt retreat up here. Are you going to that?
I thought we were.
I'm not.
Well, I might go to that because I'll just stay at your house and crash at your house.
Yeah, you should. No, seriously. But I don't know, because I feel like I'm taking a lot of time off of work. I only work 3 days a week, but I feel like there's a lot of time being going to be gone. Anyways, we've got plans. We'll see you soon. Those 3 ladies, Jane, Linda, and Debbie, I sent you all notes. If you could reach out to me, I'll gladly get those in the mail. If you do it this week, I'll have them in the mail this week. And then our friend in Australia, Deborah.
We're keeping our fingers crossed.
If not this week, but into next week, and then I think he flies back home, and you should have your package. I think he can mail it in country. All right. Until then, keep stitching, have fun, keep in touch. We love your comments. We didn't even ask him. We didn't even give a topic if people wanted to talk about. That's all right.
Free for all.
It's a free for all. Ask us. What do you want to know? Like, we'll add your comments. We did this once before, and we added all your comments onto this Wheel of Doom. We would love to, if there's something you want to know about us, we're pretty open book. Happy to share with you. So put a comment below on something you want to ask us.
Oh, and I was going to talk to you something about Annie, which I didn't realize I wasn't doing. Like she said, like to like it. Like even if you watch half of it, like it.
Please like our videos.
Well, you know, not even our videos, any videos. Yeah. Is what I was getting at, because you know, it just like, I don't know what it helps with, but I mean, it makes people realize that you're out there.
Yeah, I think it just gives you exposure. Yeah. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Ask us anything. We'll answer it. And maybe we'll just do a question and answer. A lot of people are doing that lately. Maybe we'll do a live soon. And I don't know how to do a live. I'll figure it out. And we'll answer questions. We'll have the list of questions printed out, and we'll just have a free-for-all. Drink our hot beverage. And
in my new cup. Is this my cup that has to stay at your house?
It can, or you can take it home.
My brother has a cup. I don't have a cup. I'm here more often than Dave is, but Dave has a cup. Just saying.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
You can.
This cup is absolutely fine. I'm not really complaining, but yeah.
I share my cups with my sister. I do not share my cups with my brother.
That's not true, Jenny, because those one cups that you and Steve have, like, this is my cup, this is Steve's cup, and no hands off.
Oh, I like Ike.
I don't know.
Cups? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways.
She made that up. Take care.
Bye. Maybe not. Let's try that again.
Oh, we gotta be careful because the camera jiggles.
Will you put it on pause so we can try it again?
Oh, hush.
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time. Happy stitching.